Hey YouTubers, Electric Avengers here with my quick response video to edt1138s Top 3 Tuesday question this week, brought to us by GameManDan, and he said, paraphrasing, top 3 systems. Aha! Now most of you guys have gone consoles, and to be fair, I'm going to cheat a little bit and I'm going to do a top 3 consoles and a top 3 systems, just so I match what other people are doing in a way. The second top 3 pip the first top 3. So if I put them all together, these first 3 would be 6, 5 and 4. So alright, and there was a bit of toing and throwing here. So my number 3 best looking console system is the PC Engine. Now this is a modded one, so you don't normally get this LED here. And of course it's got proper video out in it. So this is the original model PC Engine that's been modded, and it has my favourite game in it, Raiden. And it's just an amazing little system, and amazing that it can get this much power into such a small device, and the games come on here cards. It's just so well designed, it looks really well, doesn't take up a lot of room. The controller, so I didn't get the controllers out for this. The controller is a really nice controller as well. And great little system. So number 3. So next one. Now I had to include this in somewhere, but it didn't quite make number 1. So you would be surprised considering I collect for it. But the Sega Mass system and the original power base. The Model 2 I think is awful, and a complete step backwards. I mean, dropping several features like it, dropped the card slot. It dropped the AV out port on the back and everything like that. I mean, it looks like a bit like a spaceship or a transformer or things like that, and very much speaks for the times, and it's a very nice looking unit. Obviously a lot bigger than the PC Engine. And my final system, so the number 1, the one that I think looks the best, and I did consider putting the Mega Drive in there, but it's a bit of a giveaway considering it's in the background there, not ready for me to show you that it's not the Mega Drive, because I only have the Mega Drive. I reckon if I had the Mega CD to stack it up on top of it, it would be in this list as well, although not necessarily my number 1. So my number 1 console is the Geo CD. It is a really well made, curvy, nice looking system. Got those great grills on the side. Sorry, for those who haven't seen the ports on the back, it's got quite a few port options on the back, but it just looks really nice. It has a nice, well designed CD door, and never have any problems reading CDs with it. So just a nice looking system. It's a really hard modelled plastic as well. Okay, so that's my top 3 consoles. But now we move on to my top 3 systems. I actually had a bit of trouble with this because I kept on making things pip in and out. So number 3 is a shared tie, and they're both from the same manufacturer. So we have, so I get these lined up right, the Sinclair ZX80 and the Sinclair ZX81. Now the Sinclair ZX80 looks more 70s, space and everything like that, so very curvy, but it is very flimsy. In the ZX80 they did get the design a little bit more streamlined and better things on the keys. So it's just a nice looking little system, and just like the number 3 in the other list, a small little system that did the job really well, and they sold a truckload of it. It was extremely popular, just like the PC Engine in Japan. They sold bucket loads of them. Okay, now my number 2 system, which I do apologise, it is a little yellow, but it's seen a lot of use, is the Spectre Video SVI 738 MSX computer. It looks, you can tell that they modelled the design of this system, and I'm just doing a couple of profiles here, on the Apple Lisa. And it's one of the very first early systems to include a 3.5-inch drive in the actual unit itself. Because remember, this was released around at the same time as MSX1, because the MSX standard was based on the Spectre Video computer. So Spectre Video had already started extending things and were working on the next thing. So this has some MSX2 componentry in it, but they didn't quite finish it off. It is actually possible to upgrade one of these to an MSX2 machine. And the very fact that it's got the drive there, and it looks very much like the design of the Apple Lisa. Hopefully a picture will appear later in editing, but if it doesn't, just imagine one does. So that's number 2. This unit, the only change I made to do perfection is add a reset disc there, so that's the only mod I've done. It had heaps of ports in the back. You had the stand and carry cable which flipped up and away, hiding all the ports and making it easy to transport. And it came with a really beautiful carry case, which I should have thought about and shown you. Okay, sorry for the slight interruption there. And it came with this case. And had pockets inside and everything like that. So this is well before laptops came out. And very professional looking. Came with a lot of manuals, ran CPM as well, so it made it very orientated towards the business systems of the time. And of course, that's probably the system that I wrote most of my software physically on. And now my number 1 actual system, and it's another MSX system, it's also very heavy, is the Sony F1 XD. There's this cover over the keyboard, so I'll take that off. It is extremely heavy. It has a beautiful keyboard, really spacious number pad, and cursor area, nice chunky keys, a lot of controls up there. It's got a nice curvy look. So I can show the side there, more interesting there. There's the drive and the joystick ports within easy reach, and expansion and other ports on the back. So just Sony, as you know, Sony are pretty good at designing systems. So as for their modern systems, it's a good choice. I think I need to lift some weights. It was rather heavy. Anyway, I hope you don't think that's cheating, and that I haven't now waffled on too long about those systems. But I do really like my retro computers. All right, make sure if you want to do a response yourself, make sure you respond to Ed's original video, and make sure you check out both Ed's and GameManDan's channels as well, which I'll put links down below. And I'll catch you all later.